Hi fellow sightseers, welcome back to the channel, the Epiphany Playbook, my little experiment in trying to navigate my way through limbo land, aka unemployment, to try and find my life's purpose. So here I use tarot cards, oracle cards, meditation, guided messages, channeling, self-help books, and anything else I can possibly think of to help figure out where the hell I'm going in my life. So today I wanted to talk about the certification process. I was let go from my job on the 7th. I have no idea what that noise was. It has been almost 20 days, and I was just able to certify for the first time today. So I just followed my letter that I received, the UI finding, unemployment finding, and it told me to go to the IDES to certify, gave me the link, so I went and did that, and it took like 5 minutes. I did it first thing in the morning because I was afraid it would be like weird or I'd have a problem with it, but it was really easy. You can certify from 3 a.m. to 7:30, so you have plenty of time to do it, but I would suggest waiting to do it until you can get to a computer that is connected to a printer. I didn't. I was on my laptop, and then I realized that there were these other forms they had there, so I had to go back on just now and print them. They are for work. It shows the week, and then it wants you to report on every place that you've applied for, where it was, when, all that stuff, to keep a record of the work you're doing to find work. So I find it really funny that they didn't give this to me like right away, you know, because I've done a ton of work looking for stuff over the last 2 weeks, and I don't know everywhere that I applied to and looked at. You know, you just kind of are just filling stuff out. So that's really bizarre that they don't give that to you with your unemployment letter. You know, because that's like 20 days of stuff that I'm not going back to refill that out. So suck it. And then there's another piece of paper that talks about unemployment insurance. It's an explanation of how it works. Kind of pointless, stupid stuff, really. But yeah, it tells you that you are supposed to provide this information, because if they ever ask for it, like, I don't know how or why they would, but if they ask for it, you have to be able to show proof of the jobs that you've been looking for. So if you were on this fun little adventure, then I would go ahead and just take a scrap piece of paper and write down where and when and what, you know, so that because it only takes you to this link when you're certifying. So luckily I had it still up on my laptop, and I just downloaded and saved it and then emailed it to another computer that had a printer attached to it, because when I went back on the IDES website, I couldn't find it anywhere. Maybe I'm just not the brightest crayon in the box, but yeah, it's not like the easiest site to navigate. So just know that going into it. So it didn't tell me any other further information. I linked my account for direct deposit like 20 days ago, and it has not prompted me to do anything else. So I don't really know at this point what's happening. I guess I'm just gonna wait to see if something's deposited into my account. If not, I'll go back and relink my information for direct deposit. So we'll see. But that's that fun game. So just to let you know, just a quick recap here, that it did take me 20 days roundabout to get to certify. And I've done lots of job hunting in that time. So if that's you, keep a record of your information. That way you don't have to try and go back and guess about all this stuff. Names, addresses, contacts, persons contacted, method, type of work sought, results, you know. So because I guess you get different certification dates. So it's not just this week. I will have to then certify again. My next date, they said, is August 9th. I guess I have to go back on and do it again. It's really a poor explanation. And if you're in a different state other than Illinois, God only knows how it's working there. Probably better than it is working here. But that's kind of what I've found so far. Yeah, loving it, loving life. So other things, I've continued to have really weird dreams, and they all seem to have prophetic meanings about finding my life's purpose and about overcoming obstacles. So that seems really promising, uplifting. And I did have an acquaintance of mine give me her contact for a possible opening into a job. Is it the life's purpose? That's the question. I'm going to say probably not. However, hear me out. I think that I'm onto something in terms of. So I went back and I looked at my list, right? I all the lists that I made about my strengths, my weaknesses, what my dream job would have, what my limitations are, and kind of cross-reference them to find out which things were showing up in multiple lists. And so that actually, believe it or not, was helpful at the time. I didn't know if I was just gonna be like, throw it away, whatever. But it was helpful because it did lead me to decide to see that I sounds stupid saying this, but I feel like I am a writer and a speaker and a spiritual teacher. So the question now is, in what capacity? These are all things that I'm naturally good at, drawn to, love talking about, love sharing, love helping people with. So in what capacity now am I a writer, a speaker, and a spiritual teacher? It could be anything. It could just be something I do for myself. I mean, in reality, it is what I've been doing for myself for a really long time because I enjoy it. But is this something that I could help other people with? In what capacity are these things going to come to pass? So anyway, so that's what I figured out. That's what rings true for me. And now the next step is to just figure out the different ways that I might be able to bring this into fruition. So, however, that may take longer than I would like. So if that's the case, I'm still gonna have to get a job and bring in some freaking money while I at least work towards this end. So what I'm realizing now is that maybe by the time this little experiment is done, I might not be still where I want to be, like the end game, but at least I will have carved out the direction that I want to move in. So that's something. But in the meantime, yes, I have an acquaintance who gave me a contact, and I have been wanting to move. I live in a small town now, so work is not really happening everywhere. Gave me a contact. Then I'm going to call later today and see where it takes me, right? Just say yes and see where it takes me. And it might be just a means to an end, but we'll find out. So, okay, folks, that's all I have today. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. It would be very helpful if you liked, shared, subscribed, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.